Tractors like this, International 986s. Let me hop up there and show you about it. Alright, on this tractor, that gauge right there, that's your RPM, but yeah, you can't really, on these old tractors you can't hardly see some of the stuff. You don't always trust the gauges anyway. This is your throttle, and that, usually you keep it about, I don't know if you can see that, oops, sorry. I don't know if you can see that little stop there, but we'll show you where to put that exactly, but usually you put it right there on that stop. Oop, gosh, I don't know if you can see that little thing right there. Alright, and again, this key, you turn it to crank it. You have to mash the clutch to crank this one, and I think it cranks and turns off with the key. So unlock that Massey Ferguson. So you got the clutch and your brakes right here. You clutch, you mash it in, like I said, to crank it. Mash it all the way to the floor to crank it, I think, on at least one of these. And then put it in gear. And some of you probably hadn't had the opportunity to drive a straight shift car, but you just ease out on that clutch once you have it in gear. And I mean, when it starts to go, the tendency is to pop out that clutch, but then when that happens, you just start jerking. I mean, it just jerks you, because when you start to go just a little bit, you just keep on easing out and just be disciplined and keep on easing, and you'll just take off very slowly. But most of the time, when the first time you pop in that, first time it starts to move, you just let it all go out because you think, oh, it's done, but it's not. All right, so. Gears, it's kind of the same way as that the Massey Ferguson. You got low range, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 in low range. This is a little bit tricky. Well, that's high range, of course, but these are a little bit tricky because sometimes they're not in gear. That'll be second when you push it all the way down as far as it'll go. You see those little catches right there? Okay, so that when you push it all the way down to that, oh, that went all the way to fourth. But right there would be third. It's not right here beside the where the 3 is a lot of times. So, this is your power takeoff, your PTO. Go forward to make it go into gear, and again, that's your that makes that shaft go. And don't get off the tractor with that shaft going unless there's a reason to, and even then you don't get near it. All right, anything else? I better turn that off before I forget it. These levers over here. Those two, one of them is to make your tongue swing out, which all that means is right now it's in travel mode. This thing is, and I think I went over that with the Massey Ferguson. But one of those levers makes that tongue go, makes the pickup shift out to the side, because that windrow is going to be, you're going to be lined up. We'll have to see, but usually right there on the side of that, on the side of your tires, you're gonna run your tires right beside that windrow, and it'll pick those up right there. And then the other lever, I don't know which one's gonna be which. On this particular one, makes that yellow pickup right there go up and down. So it's got on two of them we got manual where you have to lift it, and on this one and one other one we got where you just lift it up. With this hydraulics. So let's see. Other than that, I think that's about it. I think I've been over about everything. You got a little mirror on this one, but you can't really tell a whole lot about that. One thing I didn't say is when because we will be driving these down the road a little bit. When we're in road mode, that thing it's 10 foot wide, so it's wider than a vehicle, wider than a car. And the other thing is, don't go faster than what you think you can handle on the road. Anything else? Oh yeah, so unlike a car, we'll decide what gear. Usually it's low 3 or low 4 that we're going to bail in, and you put it in that gear and you let the clutch out, and then you don't have to change gears anymore. It's not like a car where you have to, when you're going down the road, you have to speed up and then go to the next gear and the next gear and the next gear. So anyway, all right, that's it for the 986s.